Well, few knew Mother Angelica better than EWTN's Raymond Arroyo. His biography of Mother is a New York Times bestseller. It's called Mother Angelica, The Remarkable Story of a Nun, Her Nerve, and a Network of Miracles. Raymond is joining us. We really appreciate you being here,
Brian,
Raymond.
I'm delighted to be here.
Mother hired you 20 years ago. Why did you two click almost from the very beginning?
Well, first of all, she probably had really bad taste. We'll get that out at the onset. We clicked because I had an Italian background. I had women in my family like Mother. My mother was like her, my grandmother, kind of straight-talking, tough love kind of gals. We walked into the room in Birmingham. I went to interview her, and it was like I'd known her my whole life. I also didn't worship her, which she hated, when people were kind of, oh, Mother. She didn't like that trembling thing. She wanted that engagement, and she really wanted to have a great time. She and I always had fun together, from the beginning till she was very ill.
But you didn't always get along.
No, we didn't always get along. There's a great story that I relate in the sequel to this biography, where for the first time I talk about our relationship, which is something I'd never done, and I thought I'd spilled all my tears for Mother until she passed, and then they come again. But we did have words, and she used to often say, "Raymond and I had words once. He didn't get to use any of them." And that's the teaser for an amazing story. That was almost the end of our relationship, and it ended up being the centerpiece in the beginning of a deep love, and I miss her a lot.
Yeah, we sympathize with you. She's a family member. Yeah. She overcame such great suffering, abandonment by her father, deep poverty, physical pain, horrible. How did that shape her for her mission, for her vocation?
It was the dynamism that drove her ministry and her religious life. It took her to places she never intended to go. In fact, remember, the whole building of the monastery in Birmingham would never have happened had she not made that deal with God. She was facing a terrible back surgery in 1956. Clutching the sheets, sweating, she said, "If you let me walk again, I'll build a monastery to your glory in the South for racial healing." Well, he let her walk again with crutches and a brace, leading her to comment later, "When you make a deal with God, be very specific." And she wasn't exactly specific, but she made good on that promise, built that monastery, and that was the beginning of everything that would follow.
You just finished a sequel to your book. This book has made Mother known to people outside of the network. Do you suppose, like other great people, even saints, that she'll become better known after her life?
I think Mother's legacy will go on and on and on. Her witness of suffering, her witness of trust in divine providence that God would provide at every turn is matchless in our time. And I just see her going on. I run into people. I run into Jewish people. I run into non-Catholic people who know Mother Angelica, the funny nun. She made me laugh. And while they were laughing, they listened. And she changed their hearts, changed their lives in many ways, and she certainly changed mine.
So many of us. Thank you, Raymond Arroyo.
Thank you, Brian.